November the 11th, 2019. Guys, here in central Mississippi, the rain has set in, and if you look at this map from the National Weather Service, right in this area is where we are at, and guys, we are all in a freeze warning from here, actually from the coast, from down around New Orleans, and this is unusual, up into near Memphis. And if you look around the Pensacola, Panama City area, you've got these freeze watches. See this right there in the bottom right? That again is unusual, and we're getting January or February weather, which is really a little stronger than that here in mid or early November. Now, if you look at the charts below this, you notice in the brown, everything that has to do with brown, if you look through here, has to do with wind. And guys, here in central Mississippi, and I'm looking out for everyone, but just for an example, because we're usually warmer than everyone else. With this brown wind advisories, what we're about to get into tonight, and it's raining here, you may can hear it in the microphones. We've moved our office from inside to the back porch that we're finally getting closed, and it has a metal roof, and you may be hearing in the mic, I'm not sure. And it is 64 degrees, guys, at 8:27 p.m. Central Time. This is going to drop. We're going to lose about 30 or 35 more degrees by midnight, and that's not that far away. Think about it, 3.5 hours, and it's going to last for 10 hours until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Going to get a few hours, maybe above freezing. Then tomorrow night, because of all this brown area, which is wind warnings, it's going to be cold enough tonight. And if you have exposed pipes anywhere in this hard freeze warning, leave something dripping. Leave a couple faucets open. If you, again, mobile home or anything that's exposed, and keep an eye on your pets. But tomorrow night, because this wind is moving in it from Texas and Louisiana, and really here now, the wind chill factors may drop into the low teens. And that's going to be critical. And we've got moisture. Let's take a look at the radar. Now, what we've got is a freeze line developing north of this area. But you saw that from, again, north central Mississippi down all the way to the coast, down close to New Orleans. Tonight is a hard freeze warning. So when you mix those temperatures with this much moisture that's coming out of Mexico and Texas through Louisiana, and you guys, all of you watch this, you're going to have buildup on the power lines. A week ago, I talked about a video about early winter, and I said, how's your heat? Maybe 2 weeks ago. This is why. We're way too early in the year here in the southeast for this type weather. And guys, it's going to get tough. When I asked you in that video, how's your heat? I was very serious about it because, again, we could lose power throughout this area. Grand solar minimum is not playing. Our summers will be hot, but they will be shorter. The winters will be colder, but they will be longer. And tomorrow night, again, I'm just kind of focusing on the southeast because a lot of it north of us will be colder. You may not have the moisture, but with these temperatures and this amount of moisture you see pulling through, and guys, it's going all the way, through Tennessee, all the way to the northeast. There's going to be downed power lines. There's going to be people sliding off of bridges. People having wrecks on the interstates. And so if you know people that are planning to travel, and unfortunately we all do, keep an eye on them and stay in touch with them. People will get stuck in this type of environment that are not used to it. You can get icy roads in the mountains. Say if you're in Tennessee, Gatlinburg area, or up in Virginia, anywhere through there in North Carolina, up through Cleveland Dome, and they will close a lot of those upper roads, but there's still people traveling from here into that area. So if you know people that are doing that, call and check on them. If you can get in touch with them. A lot of times in those mountainous areas you won't have cell phone contact, but at some point or the other they should be at a location to where you can Now I just have a small outside weather station, but what we're dealing with here is 64 degrees and dropping at 8:33 p.m. Humidity 97%. You can see that moisture. Feels like 69 degrees. So there's going to be an extreme change in temperatures. Right now we don't have much severe weather popping up. That could change, but what will definitely be as bad as any high winds is the freeze and the light lines that will go down and the tree limbs that will freeze. With right now, again, we're getting it's not a real heavy rain, but it's steady. With the temperatures dropping, the light lines are not going to make it. The limbs above them will gather moisture and freeze and break and fall on them. Also, when you get into the teens, which tomorrow and tomorrow night with the higher winds and these temperatures, they're predicting that we will be in the teens as far as the lows. Then you're going to have transformers pop. So it's always good, and I have a wood-burning heater, and a week or so ago we went and got an extra cord of wood because we knew what was coming. No matter if you're sitting in the dark, no matter if you can't get on the computer or you can't watch TV, a small wood burner will allow you to stay warm and stay alive, cook on it. So the simple things are going to be the survival tools, guys. But I just wanted to do this, keep it short and quick. The temperatures and this moisture is going to make a very bad combination. It's a heads up. Be safe.